to me. Who is Whizzy? Where did it all start?
Hello, it's Whizzy, Coventry, a rapper. I just basically, when I was like a young kid, I started just writing, just getting my thoughts and feelings down on paper. Started with poetry. My nan's a poet, and she kind of like inspired me to like get into the music. Well, like write how I'm feeling down. So then I just started with that, and then the more and more I got into it, I would listen to like Eminem. I grew up listening to Eminem, and like listening to him, I wanted to make music like him. So I got into the studio and just started making music more and more and more. And as the years got on, like at first it was like therapy to me, but then I just started having fun with it, and then I started to like achieve things from it. A lot of people liked what I was doing, and then the past maybe like 4-5 years, I started making money from it. So it was just like, why not just keep going? And that's just how I see it, really.
Yeah, you went viral for the Whizzy Bop, didn't you? Talk to me about that.
Yeah. Nah, the Whizzy Bop, it was crazy. Like we were in lockdown, had nothing to do. I was just getting drunk every day basically because there's nothing else to do at all. And then like one night my mate came around my house. We had a few drinks. We put like the beats on, and I heard it beat, and I was like, I'm not really feeling it, you know. And then out of nowhere, I don't know where, I was steaming drunk. I just stood up and he started filming me. And I just started going, the man in front of ends to the Whizzy, you know, the rest of it. I started doing that, yeah. And it was like, he was like, post it on TikTok. So I posted on TikTok. And then next morning I woke up, I think it was like 10 or 11 a.m. in the morning, yeah. And it was on like, I think it was like 65,000 views or something. And I was like, what the hell's going on? So I just left it, and then we'll just go more and more up. And then in the daytime, I'm seeing people all over like TikTok, just random people just doing like the same dance that I did to it. And I was like, yeah, this is mental. So then it was like more and more people made videos to it, and it was crazy. And then I was like, you know what? I need to actually go to the studio and turn this into an actual song.
Yeah.
But I had no idea what I was going to do because I just made it off the top of my head. I didn't even remember the next morning actually making it until I actually seen the video. So I went to the studio, I just made up some lyrics in the booth. Like, probably don't even make sense. They don't even make sense to me now till this day. And then I released it. And then when I released it, it got like number 10 in the hip hop iTunes charts. And I was like, oh, this is crazy. And then my following on TikTok went from like, it was like 700 followers to like 8,000-9,000 in a week. And I was like, yeah, this is mad. But then it's just like, from there, everyone just knows me as the Whizzy Bop. They don't even call me Whizzy. And like, don't get me wrong, it's good to get recognised. I went to Tenerife, I got recognised for the Whizzy Bop. Went to Magaluf, I got recognised for the Whizzy Bop. And I was like, this is mad, like how mad viral it's gone. So it's just like, yeah, I think it's just going to be an ever-growing thing for like the rest of my life, really.
Once you've got something stuck on you, that's it. You are living with
it's
that
catchy
for the rest
as well.
Of your, it
do you know what I mean?
I was sat on the train on the way here singing it, and it was actually doing my head in. I was saying to Aaron, like the cameraman, director, editor, I was like, it's actually in my head, and it's doing my head in. The fact it's stuck in there, but it is just so catchy.
That is catchy. That's what I mean. It does my head in, because like every time I jump on TikTok live, Whizzy Bop, Whizzy Bop, Whizzy Bop. All in the comments, I'm thinking, the name's Whizzy, man. Just stop with this Whizzy Bop. But you know what? I can't really complain at the end of the day, because it's done a lot for me. It grew me followers like on my last account that I had. So it's just like I can't complain. Everywhere I go, everyone knows who I am. I post on TikTok, do the Whizzy Bop on TikTok. Even like once a year, I'll say like, yo, it's the year anniversary, 2-year anniversary. Or I'll just like recently performed at a festival, and it just went viral a few months ago again, because I just thought, let me just randomly put it back up there. Got like 500,000 views on TikTok, and then it went on some page on Instagram called UK's Latest, and that got like 700,000 views, and bare people comment on it. And I was like, yeah, let me just do it at a festival. Then I posted it, and it got like 160,000 views in like a day and a half. And I was like, yeah, this is crazy, man. It's just forever ever going on. But the only mistake I made with that was that I never did a music video for it, but I just never wanted to see myself as a gimmick, because I know I can write bars. I'm an artist, do you know what I mean? That's the only thing.
Yeah. Who's the most like famous person you've had do Whizzy Bop?
Most famous person? Do you heard of Skylar Tyler?
Yeah.
Skylar Tyler. Yeah, I did it with her, man. But that conversation it started off a bit crazy, and then told her I'm an artist, and I got her into like, told her to do the Whizzy Bop. She did it for me, and that's, yeah, it was sick stuff.
What's it like performing at festivals?
Performing at festivals, like, it's nerve-wracking. Don't get me wrong, like, I performed at a lot of festivals. Like, in 2021 in Coventry was the City of Culture.
Yeah.
And there was like so many events on, like one every Saturday for like 6-7 weeks. and I got booked for every single festival, and I got paid for them all. So I was like, I couldn't complain. Like, it was chilling. Like I was working a 9 to 5 job, going on Saturday, performing for like 20 minutes and getting paid. I was like, yeah, this is sick. But up to like when I'm actually there, I'm like, yeah, I've got this. But when you're about to go on stage, I feel like Eminem in 8 Mile.
Yeah.
I actually feel like thrown up. Like sometimes I actually have to put my headphones in and listen to that Lose Yourself song.
Yeah.
To like actually pump me up to be like, yeah, I've got this. So it's sick, man. It's something like, it's amazing for me. Like from young, I've always wanted to like perform at festivals and always do like music. And to actually get out there and to be able to perform in my own city and to get recognized in my own city, it's a massive thing. So it's just like, the more and more I'm going to grow, and that's just how I see it.
Have you got any other like pre-show rituals other than like listening to Lose Yourself?
Having a few drinks before.
I knew you were going to say that.
I get nervous. Nah, not steaming. Like the recent festival I was at, Godiva Festival, I went basically, Godiva, don't hear me for this. So I went there, yeah. We had liquor in the car. So it was like, we were drinking before because we thought we couldn't get in with the alcohol. But I didn't know, I thought we'd have to go through like the normal gates as everyone else, but we didn't because I was with my mate, Rhea. Because we were out performing, we went for a separate gate. And I had my man bag on me, and they didn't even search my man bag, they just looked at my wristband and went straight through, thinking, bro, I've got like bare buzzballs in the car, I could have just brought them in. I still had necked like 4 of them off while I went inside, yeah. So I was like, I had a half a bottle of like, the small vodka thing in the car. So we're like, yeah, let's go back out and get it. So we went and got it, went back inside, bought 2 slushies, drank them, necked them off. I was like, getting phone calls. You're on stage in 5 minutes. Shit. Right now, I'm steaming. And then Dre pulled me over. Yeah, he was like, "Oh, he's doing like some talent show at Godiva." I'm thinking, bro, like, how am I supposed to do this? But I can't even see straight on my rap bars.
Yeah.
So I jumped on that. Like, if you've seen that on YouTube, I actually look steaming. I'm talking rubbish on there. So then after that, I literally ran to the stage, performed on the stage. Luckily, my performance looked alright. Like when I got on stage, I drank bare water before. I necked like a bottle and a half of water for when on stage. And I went on there and I was alright. So do you know, sometimes the nerves get to you.
Yeah, of course.
And it's just like, even last year I was on the second to main stage, and like I didn't drink as much last year, but I had like maybe like 10, 15 people with me, like my own people.
Yeah.
So I had like a massive guest list because I was on one of the main stages. And it was just like, it was good to have them people around to actually get on that stage, because it was just sick to perform on a stage like that, because for years I've just been put on that all these side stages, but I was thinking after everything I've achieved, I kind of deserve to be on there, and I got paid to be on there as well. So it was good. But the only thing that I didn't like was like I was put on like one of the first acts, so there was a choir on before me, then they put me on after. And I'm thinking, it's not really like the same kind of music as a choir, especially when the festival just opened.
Yeah.
So there weren't that many people there, and it was like, I'm on a massive stage so high up, I'm looking down and there's not many people there, and it's like, but you know what it is, I'm just going to keep working. Hopefully next year I get back on there and just keep going.
You've got, so like in terms of like people and kind of like people listening to you, you've got a track with over 5.7 million streams.
Yeah.
And you've also got multiple others that are over like 100k. What is, to you, like what is the difference between seeing those kinds of numbers and then performing in front of actual people?
Do you know what it is? When that Without Me song is now 5.7 million, that song, yeah, I was speaking to an artist from Devon, and he basically was like, I've got this hook, I want you to rap on it. And I was like, okay, let's go. We didn't think nothing of it, we just made it. Like I've got a little MacBook in my bedroom. I don't even use it anymore. Like, I don't even know how to work it. Like, I just recorded my verse in it QuickTime because I was like, yo, we need to get this out.
Yeah.
Recorded it, sent it over to him. He got it like mix and mastered, all this and that. And then we put it on the hook on TikTok. The hook on TikTok just went 5 million views the first video that we put up on there. Then 4 million, 3 million, went viral. We had like 12,000 videos made to the actual hook. I was like, yeah, this is crazy. We released it. It got 70,000 streams in a day and 250,000 in 4 days. And it got 1 million streams in a month. And I was like, I've never ever seen numbers like this in my life. But I was grateful because it's like, I've worked so hard for so many years. Now I've actually got to the point where it's just forever growing. And now even on like 5.7, I didn't even expect it to get to that point.
Yeah.
And even my other songs that are doing like 100,000, nearly 200,000, it's like, it's just amazing that people actually want to listen to my music. And it's not even the UK, it's like all over.
Yeah.
Like Germany is my biggest fan base right now.
Yeah.
And it's like in my head, I'm thinking, I need to go to Germany.
Yeah, for real.
I'm like, I need to put a show on in Germany or something. And that's just, it just makes me keep on want to go, because it's not just the UK. I've got fans here, fans there, fans everywhere. So it's just like, why not?
No. So do you reckon you'll do a Germany show anytime soon?
That's my plan. It's like, it's in the pipeline. I just need to like speak to the right people, try and get the right venue, figure out the cities. Because I feel like with Germany, I might do like a mini tour. So go from like city to city, but I'm gonna figure out, see what cities are on like the highest streams for my songs, and then be like, maybe like 4 cities or something, and do that, because there's a lot, like maybe like 9-10 cities in Germany that are high streaming my music. So it's just like, it'll be good to get out there and do that. So even Philippines as well.
Yeah.
My recent song, That's My Life, that I released with Duplex and Rayan, we dropped that in February. Within a month, I think it did like 5,000 streams. The past 2 months, it's done 160,000 streams. And that's the past 2 months. So look, it's July, June. So I released it in February, and I was like, I didn't think anything of it.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it's just gone crazy. And it's like, this is mental. Like, and even in Philippines, I'm like, I don't even know where Philippines is myself. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know where it is.
No, do you know what? Fair play, because like you've gone from doing like TikTok, like viral. I wouldn't say like one hit wonder, but like, you know, like what people brand like TikTok musicians
100%.
as.
And that's what.
And now you're doing like numbers like.
And this is the mad thing about it, because when the Whizzy bop, bringing it back to that, people just thought, I just started then and I was just like a mimic artist. But I've been doing music since I was like 13, 14 years of age, and I've always just been grinding. But that one, obviously, it took off, and that was the first time I got in the iTunes charts. Since then, I've been in the iTunes charts 27 times since then. So it's like, I must be doing something right.
Yeah, for real. For anyone that hasn't listened to you before, what song of yours would you say that is like most current to who you are and like really shows off who you are as an artist?
I don't. It depends like what they're into. Because if they're into like commercial like vibes, thinking maybe like All I Ever Wanted. Everyone knows All I Ever Wanted. That song, like Bass Hunter back in the days, I sampled that song. That song nearly on 100,000 streams. To me, that's one of my favorite songs I've ever made.
Yeah.
And then it's like I've got a song called Same Time, which is like me singing on it. But I don't really sing on songs. And to me, that's probably my favorite song I've ever made in my life. And I made that song on my phone at like 4 in the morning, like on BandLab.
Yeah.
And I don't even like, when I had my old iPhone, I used to just go on BandLab and just record. That's how I used to make all my music on BandLab. Then I used to go to the studio and just try and remake it. So then when I made Same Time, like in the morning, I was like, yo, this song's special. And I showed it everyone. And I was like, but realistically, I need to take it to the studio. Even though it still sounded good with what I actually made, took it to the studio. Like, it didn't necessarily do the numbers I wanted it to do. But to me, that's probably one of my favorite songs, because I spoke on about situations that have happened in my life and situations about like, who I am.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say probably listen to the Same Time, because that, to me, that relates to me the most.
You flip from like a lot of genres as well, though, don't you? Like, you don't really stick to one thing.
I feel like I can do any genre in the world.
What's your favourite genre to do? Or something that you'd like to try that you haven't done yet?
Rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I keep pestering my producer to do it.
No, you should.
But obviously we just finished the mixtape recently, so he was trying to just focus on getting that finished, and like from there we're gonna keep experimenting. Because since I met Duplex, like met him a year ago, I started working. I had a song called CV. I wanted the drum and bass remix to it.
Yeah.
And he's a drum and bass producer, and he reached out to me and said, yeah, let's work. So from that day that I worked with him on the remix, me and him, he's literally like my big brother. And it's like, me and him have just non-stop worked for the past year, from probably 8 p.m. at night till 6 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah.
Constantly for the past year, just grinding, making beats, maybe like 3-4 songs a night, just working. And then a few months ago, we decided we'd put a project together and actually release it.
Yeah. So
that's the plan with it, man. We're gonna release that with we've got a drum and bass EP as well that we're close to finishing as well. So, but I don't see with me, I wasn't a massive drum and bass fan, but then I met my mate Kazi. He does drum and bass raves all around, and I started going drum and bass with him. And then Duplex is a drum and bass DJ.
Yeah.
So Duplex, I wouldn't say he forced me on it, but he got me in the studio,
Yeah,
like he made the beat, and then because I rap like grime kind of fast anyway,
Yeah.
he got me on that, and I started rapping drum and bass maybe like a year ago, and then I think recently, well not too, I can't remember how long ago, I made a drum and bass song, and I kind of like slowed it down a little bit to like more of like a different flow to what I normally do.
Yeah.
So I've kind of got into that element where I'm just trying to experiment and just do anything possible because it's just a beat. To me, it's a beat. I can write to any beat in the world. That's how I feel.
It just counts, innit? Like,
Yeah,
that's what
that's
you
it.
really got to take into
If you're
account.
feeling it, it's like, depends what mood you're in.
Yeah.
And then I can just write to it.
Nah, sick. What's next for Whizzy?
What's next? I want to take over the world. That's really my plan. I can't lie. Right now, I've got that mixtape coming out with Duplex.
When's that coming out? Plug it.
Coming out in October, probably near the end of October. I've got my own mixtape dropping as well, called Cov Kid 2. That should be dropping, I say December. It's actually finished, but to me, it's just all about timing.
Yeah, for real.
That mixtape's probably been finished for the past 4 months. So it's like, it's all about timing for me. So now I've got that. And then I want to get into streaming.
Yeah.
Not like IRL streaming, kick streaming. I'm going to start my own podcast as well.
Yeah.
So I feel like
you've been on this podcast, you got to get me on that podcast, mate.
100%, 100%. I just talk a lot of shit on there. That's the only problem.
Literally.
Like recently, I've just been talking about how we live on the moon and how the stars ain't real, and how there's a separate world past Antarctica.
If it were, don't get me started on the ice wall. But anyway, if it weren't for the fact that I have to ask questions specifically music related, I'd just sit and chat shit for hours.
I mean, like, trust me, man. I want to go to Antarctica. That's my plan.
We'll sit and talk about it on your podcast.
Yeah, definitely. 100%.
Nah, sweet. Cut it out. I'm getting to it. Hold on, Jesus Christ. Oh, thank you so much for coming on. I really appreciate it.
No worries.
Where can everybody find you?
Let me try to think now. Instagram, it's Whizzy_COV. TikTok, it's King Whizzy with 2 Ys. YouTube, it's just Whizzy. That's about it, really. Spotify is Whizzy, WHIZZY. Make sure you know that. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you so much for coming on. It was been amazing.
I appreciate it, honestly. Thank you.